Paul Petrino likes familiarity when it comes to his coaching tree. For the past couple of years, he says he's been trying to lure away one of his former teammates at Helena Capital, a former teammate at Carroll College, and a state championship winning coach from Havre High School on down to the Bozeman Hawks, of course, Troy Purcell. Troy Purcell encountered countless challenges during his years as a high school football coach, but none provided a more valuable learning lesson than his first contest with Regis High School in Stayton, Oregon.
We didn't bring a football to the first game. I was ready, I was fired up, I was all ready. We didn't bring a football, so I had to borrow footballs from somebody else. We went 50 and we lost 50-2. So we got a safety, so that was a positive.
Purcell's journey to the coaching ranks began as a player in Helena in the 1980s, each side of the football for Helena Capital, but he was all-state as a running back. He ran around with Shannon Blix, John Huvestal, and all-state quarterback Paul Petrino, whom he followed to Carroll College.
You go from here to Capital High, and you're going to head right into Carroll College, where his dad, Bob Sr.'s at. Jim Tuss, he was our, coach at Capital there, and him and, Coach Petrino Sr. were very, very tight. And so it was great to have, the terminology and stuff build all the way up through, and then just bring that off, going from high school into college and keeping that relationship, with Paul. And he's, an outstanding. We had a lot of great friends, and we keep a lot of good contact and a lot of good memories of, the Carroll days and of the Capital High days.
It was his coach at Carroll, Bob Petrino Sr., that pointed Purcell in the direction of that first coaching stop at Regis High out in Oregon. Purcell recalls memories of drawing offensive plays with Paul Petrino and running through offensive line drills in the eldest Petrino's living room.
He's striking me and bam, shoving me into the walls. And, so you got to roll over and you got to, he was just demonstrating. So all that was happening in the living room, and then it was all right, head down to Oregon and and win it.
Not bringing a football to the opening game remains the most memorable moment of Purcell's time in Stayton, but the tutelage from Tuss and Petrino would eventually pay off as the Rams continued to improve in 3 years under his guidance. He then returned to Montana, the head coach of the Eureka Lions in 1994, building on a streak of 7 consecutive Class B playoff appearances.
Had a good run up there, won some, some conference championships, made the playoffs, I think, every year, and I just couldn't get to that next level. Had some good teams. There was one, it was good. It was good. I love Eureka, love the area. It was, pretty exciting up there just for the surroundings and everything of being an outdoors, type person.
Purcell traded mountains for flatland in 2000, moving up to Havre High School and jumping into the Class A ranks proved beneficial for Purcell, who led the program to the 2004 state championship.
Very fortunate to have that job also for the Havre Blue Ponies, and we had some pretty good success there, and some semifinals and some a state championship after 34 years, and then we lost the state championship there too, and then after we won the last one there or the state championship in 2004 with some good kids, had an opportunity to go to Bozeman. And it took a little while to get things kind of cranking there, but we did some good things there also. So it was met a lot of staff along the way, a lot of good people along the way.
22 seasons were spent on the Montana high school football sidelines. Purcell won 3 Class AA titles in Bozeman to go with that 04 championship in Havre. During the 11-year run with the Hawks, Purcell's phone rang often with potential coaching opportunities, but it was his old friend and teammates, Paul Petrino, that piqued his interest.
We always talked about, if you ever got a head job, to give me, so we have an opportunity to coach together again, and it was going to have to be on him because I don't think he wanted to come down at the high school level.
Purcell spent his first season coaching the Vandal linebackers and then switched to tight ends for this fall. He admits adjusting to the college game was like learning another language, but he also says the terminology and schemes aren't the only challenges. Purcell now sees the other side of the recruiting game.
Like I said, there's stress in every job. Anytime you make a move, I think once you get done with that, first year, and you got, when you're supposed to even wear what clothes, when you're supposed to wear it, and it's just a lot of little things that you're not prepared for. And but these coaches have been very welcoming and helping me along the way. Just another, clog or in the wheel there. So anyway, it's been a good opportunity.
For 25 years, Purcell earned wins and championships, sent prep players to the college ranks. Think Mark Mariani, Tanner Roderick. They're among the most decorated athletes, but Purcell says watching players sign their letters of intent made the everyday efforts worthwhile. Still, he knows how difficult it can be for a high school athlete to join a D1 program and he reminds his current players not to take their opportunity for granted.
That's what, I tell these guys, geez, you don't realize how many kids out there would love to have this opportunity. Love to have this opportunity, and you've proved it in the high school ranks, unless you wouldn't be here. Now, take advantage of that opportunity. It's fun to be able to see these guys and see them now at the next level. So now I get to see the next half of their careers or their lives.
Purcell has never stopped learning during this ride to the college ranks, but one thing has changed. At the Division I level, it's not his responsibility to bring footballs to the stadium on game day. Crisis averted. Richie Melby, MTN Sports.